The goodest of mornings to you, good friend. Although there's probably only one, or maybe none, of you at this point. I'm ready to get started though, and so get started I shall. So, I was kind of still detailing this area. Trying to reach point at which I was kind of feeling satisfied with it. My girlfriend was saying that this looks a little bit symmetrical here, and I think she's correct. Not symmetrical, but kind of regular. So I'm just going to try and break it up a little bit. This kind of periodic. Good morning, Yuri. Hello, friend. I'm trying to break up this kind of periodic wob wob wob. You see what I mean? It looks a bit like there's kind of periodic lumps on it, which is not really what I wanted to go for, but I was kind of not too dissatisfied with it, but now I think I will just mend that a little bit, just to try and get rid of. That's a little bit better. Down here, obviously, we need to do a little bit more. And let's try to bring this up. So you got gravel kind of fell down here to create this effect. I quite like it, so I think I'm going to kind of continue that, actually. So this kind of effect, like the gravel is kind of pouring over the top almost. Yes, quite like it. So let's do that, actually. Boom. This is a fun way of doing it, isn't it? Whoa. You are in time, always, friend. I mean, it's always... I don't understand what I'm saying. It's... you're never too late, unless you're so late that you missed the stream entirely, in which case you are too late. But, you know, there's no requirement. There's no... it's not mandatory. Fortunately. Gosh, that would be horrible, wouldn't it? Mandatory stream viewing. Or you will be terminated. Okay. There we go. So we got this kind of piling up effect. That looks quite nice. Yeah, digging that. I dig it. Haha, digging. Haha, dig. Minecraft digging. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning. Who is hello, Chanda. Am I missing someone? Am I missing messages from somebody? Or were you just talking at me? Hooray! Welcome back. It's good to know that you have cured your horrible disease that you had. We were all very worried for you. I was going to write to your father, who came on the stream, actually. He came on the stream and said that you had died. So, you know, I was worried about you. So it's good to know that that was actually just you and you just lied to us. It's a good thing to know. Oh, Mr. Easy is on Mixer, is he? Hello. Let me restart my my chat program because I'm not seeing his messages. Hello, Mr. Easy. It's been a little while. I thought perhaps I wouldn't see you again. Not that I was particularly concerned. We were not... okay, this sounds bad. I wasn't like crying. I wasn't like up at night wondering what happened to you, but I had suspected that you weren't coming back. So it's nice to see you again. Not that I've seen your message quite yet, but I should be able to see it now, hopefully. So I've kind of made this a little bit regular now, even. So let's just try to break it up a little more. Get rid of that regularity. Okay. Very grey. Still very, very grey, isn't it? Wondering if we can do something about that. Kind of want to go for some... no, it's fine. I don't feel like I'm trying to guilt trip you or something. If you don't want to be in the stream, it's very, very no problem, sir. But wow, that is quite the message. Sorry, I was let me read that out. A man asked, "What did you do last stream?" You said, "It's a normal day I play Minecraft stream." Laughed by a kid and deceased. And he pranked me pretending he's dead. He's alive, that's all. Very good. 10 out of 10 comment. What am I doing here apart from just kind of randomly punching out blocks? So what I wanted to do actually is over this side we've got some cool kind of greenery. Here, yes. So what is this? We've got some green terracotta. We've got some green concrete. We've got some sand as well. Green terracotta, green concrete. Yeah, I can dab. It's been said that Imgal never dabs, but you'll have to wait and see. No, I'm not gonna dab. Sorry, I just don't roll that way. It's just not how I roll, son. 251 and 15913. BR cylinder 2591. Is that right? And damn it, 13 it is anyway. Yeah, it's not even a right. It's not even a block that exists. So 25113 and 159, isn't it? So 159 and 251. Alright, let's try that out and see what happens. Boom. Yes, good. Wesley Helsing. Oh. That's very nice, friend. Thank you. Thanks for the words of encouragement. What was your name? What was your name on the server? Maybe I recognise it. So I'm just going to swap over here. We're going to go for mask stone, and I'm actually going to add stone to the brush. And then what we can hopefully do is kind of go along here and basically paint this with a little bit of seaweed. Oh wow, there's a hole here. Whoa, it's a deep hole. Oh gosh, it goes way down here. Hopefully no one ever ends up here, because it's going to be a very sad day for them when they realise it's not... Oh gosh. Oh gosh, this is kind of claustrophobic. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, chief. Oh, I kind of remember that actually. What was your username? I swear down I remember somebody making time lapses on my server. Miracle. Yes, I do recognise that name. That's really cool. that was a while back now, wasn't it? Hello. What's going on here? Have I misplaced my brush? Oh, it's this one. Hello, Hyo. That's a great name. Very pronounceable. You know what? I'm going to swap this over to a sphere here, so we can do a little bit more easily. Change the size to 2. Oh, and we're going to go mask stone again. I'm just going to use this, as I say, I'm trying to paint basically like seaweed onto this stuff. Yeah, I thought I still had the server backed up somewhere, but I don't have it, unfortunately. So I think unfortunately it's gone. All of those beautiful builds we had on there are gone. Sad times. Unless somebody downloaded them, and I guess somebody probably did, but yeah, in all likelihood, certainly we won't be seeing them too much again. I think Yellow World got downloaded once or twice. Oh, that's cool. That's really nice. In fact, do you remember there was a guy on the server? He's called Darkness Forever, I think. He told me he's He's studying architecture now, which I thought was really sweet. I don't know, I mean, obviously I'm not the only reason people play Minecraft, but I don't know, I felt like I kind of, wait, was it him? Or was it the other guy? No, I think it was John McDoomness, I think. I don't know, maybe he's here and he'll embarrass me and be like, you're wrong, it was me! He told me he was studying architecture and I felt like really kind of connected. I was like, oh, he was one of my players and I played with him. Oh, that's really cool. Probably not. It's just too much effort for me. I would probably put my stamp on someone else's server if I felt like it was kind of what I wanted, but I'm certainly not going to run one myself. I'm just kind of busy. I have a lot of real life commitments, and it's just not that much fun to do the kind of maintenance work on a server. I don't mind obviously playing one, but yeah, just a lot of work, really. What did I eat? Is there something in my teeth? What did I have for breakfast? I had a bagel with French cream cheese on it, called a roulé, which is like cream cheese with herbs in. Very, very good, very tasty, like garlicky. So, any hoodles. I think we're kind of being close to done with this area. I'm going to leave it for now because I don't really know what else to do with it. And what I'm going to do is kind of move on over to this area and we'll figure out what we're going to go for next. I do not have another channel. This is my only channel. The one true channel. You know what? I'm liking the way the granite looks here, and I'm thinking I want to do something with the granite. In this kind of... So this was made mostly by accident. A happy accident, admittedly. So what I did was made a flat area and then I basically eroded it. So let's try... I think I'm going to try that same kind of technique here, and we'll see if we can kind of create a cool structure. Oh, I'm going to make a song about bagels. I also had some cereal, actually. I had some muesli. Yeah, see you later. Bye-bye. So I'm going to go for a cylinder air 3030. I'm going to do mask water. So we're going to just pull this water out so we can have some space here. And it's going to obviously give me a little bit of room to play with. And I'm going to try and figure out how we're going to make this so that it looks cool and not weird. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but I think I've got an idea. So what I'm going to do is start with some cylinders. So let's go for cylinder granite. And a boom. That's very large, but it's okay. Let's kind of shrink a little bit. In fact, let's go for like a whole series of these, actually. We're going to start, it's going to be kind of regular to begin with, but then we're going to, basically I'm going to erode it. I'm going to make it kind of like a sponge almost, is what I'm imagining here. Let's clear a little bit more space. That's a great song. It's a little bit weird as well, so I'm not going to sing the song for you, but you can imagine that I sang it. I've never been to Bangladesh. That is, it's quite a long way away from where I am. The closest I've been is South Korea, which is, I understand that's a long way from Bangladesh. It's at least on the right continent, though. I don't know what kind of shape this is I'm making, but... Whoops. I made a mistake there. Alrighty. That'll do, though. So, there's this kind of A shape, and then what I'm going to do is erode it with holes. I'm going to fill it full of holes, and hopefully try to make some kind of, like, imagine like a big coral kind of look. So, sphere. Actually, this is rock, maybe. VR rock air. Let's do 5. Mask stone. So I'm going to start... Let's start by taking off the corners here. I think I actually want to change the size a bit. Go for size 6, and we'll go for a slightly less round shape. And hopefully what we're going to end up with is like a subtractive effect. But I want to have some kind of flat areas left as well. So what I'm trying to get here is flat on the flat and also not flat. I'm trying to think what I know about Bangladesh. We sometimes we have I think some clothes that we wear are made in Bangladesh. I'm trying to think. We don't. I don't really. Yeah, I don't really. Can't really say I know too much about what kind of stuff comes from Bangladesh. I also ate cereal. I like to eat. Let me think. Pizza is good food. I like to eat pizza. I'm gonna make it a little bit rounder. Actually, it's too not round. Let's make it 95 roundness. Doesn't seem to do too much actually, but who knows how it works. Wow, I'm sure these are getting bigger. Is this getting bigger? Very odd. Oh gosh, shepherd's pie is good. I love shepherd's pie. Sorry to be super British for you guys, but shepherd's pie is a good food. I said I had a bagel and I had cereal, muesli. Muesli is like oats and nuts and things. Haha. Well, you have pretty good English, I must say, like very good in fact. Seems pretty frickin' good. Alrighty, so I'm gonna scale it down a little, and what I'm gonna aim for now is to try and make let's say I kinda wanna get a sort of spongy look to this almost. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kinda messing about, to be honest. A fish butty? No, that's not a thing. I don't know if I've ever had a fish butty. You thinking of a bacon butty? A bacon butty? Alrighty. This is kind of the effect I'm going for, that we're getting now. I think. Not really too sure, but I don't know what I'm going for, so you know, if you don't know where you're going, you can't go to the wrong place. It's kind of weird, actually, that nothing's gone that far into the sand, which I'm kind of surprised at. It's almost concerning, like, why has nothing gone any deeper into the sand? Oh, it's because it's I've got it's a mask stone, of course. It won't go into the sand. It'll just take the stone away. Alrighty, so that's kind of ugly. Ah. Chip butty. Oh gosh, you know, in a pub, that's horrible. Chip butty is not, it's not good, it's not haute cuisine, is it? Let's be honest. Clearly I'm too posh for you guys. I would, but I mean, like, chip butty, really? You guys desperate. Bacon butty, that's where it's at. Gimme, 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 gimme. Alright, let's look at what we've got. Does it look cool? Kind of. Maybe. I'm not sure what to think, actually. Let's blend ball this bad boy. Blend ball the bad boy. Alright. So this is gonna take off a lot of the roughness. That's not a blend ball. Alrighty, it's also going to change the colour, so we're going to have to change it back into granite at the end of this, but I think it's okay. Yeah, this is going to work okay, I think. Hopefully. So I don't want to hit everywhere, I want to maintain some of the roughness, but in the most rough areas I'm going to kind of strike. That, for example, can retain its shape. What will I do if I have a donation of 100? Last time I had a donation of 100, I told the guy he couldn't have his money back, and I was somewhat grateful, but probably not as grateful as I could have been. But then again, I'm kind of wealthy. Like, I don't really need the donations. I mean, donations are kind of encouraging. They make me feel like people appreciate what I'm doing, but I mean, I don't really need them, so I'm probably not as appreciative as many people could be. Like, I have a day job that pays me pretty well. I'm about to have another day job that pays me even better, so... I had a donation of £1 million, though. Maybe. I mean, that's going to be never, so... I'm probably not going to get 1 million subscribers, let's be honest. It's, like, not going to happen. My subscriber count is, like, static, or even it goes down sometimes, so... don't count on me getting to 1 million at any time soon. No, I'd be lying. I mean, I'd be lying if I said anything else. I'm not a liar. Maybe that's my downfall. But I like to be nice and honest if I can. So yeah, I like it's a nice feeling when people donate money, but yeah, don't need it. I mean, £1 million, yeah. If you want to donate £1 million, hit me up. Give me a call, and we can talk about it. We'll arrange whatever it is that you want me to do for £1 million. I may or may not. I don't know. I can't say. I'd like to think I would remember. Like, I wouldn't just suddenly forget. But my memory is not super fantastic, and I meet a lot of people, so who can say? Who can say? I don't want you to turn up one day and be like, "You forgot me?" Should be like a nice surprise that I remembered. Pretty soon, in like 100 years only. I am 26 years old, so I'm not a baby. Which means that I have real money that I can use for things, which is nice. It was something I realised. I mean, I'm slowly realising more and more that I can just buy things. If I want them, I just buy things. Are you finishing up for what? For winter? Summer? Do you have a summer holiday coming up? Alrighty. No, yeah, I probably won't forget Cookie, actually. So I think we've created kind of an interesting shape here. Definitely kind of interesting. Whether or not it's the right kind of shape. Yeah. Okay, I'll agree to that. If I get 1 million subscribers, I'll do a chicken dance and I'll show you the house. Oh, you finished the year. Congratulations. When did you start? You must have started just before I started streaming, right? Nice. What happens in 2 more weeks? Not too much. Yeah, it's kind of a cool shape. Let's colour it again. So I'm going to colour it back to granite. BR sphere granite 20 mask stone, and we're just going to change the colour into granite so that we have more granite colour. Spoilers. That's what changing the colour to granite means. And then we're going to need to actually take the water away again, I think. Because I want to reshape the beach a little bit to reflect this new area that I've just added. Yes, so a lot of it's going to be underwater. Oh, that's funny. That they would put some weeks of year 8 before the summer holidays. Very, very odd, but I don't know jokes. I'm not here to tell jokes on demand. Gosh. So I want to get a BR Air 3030 sphere. Give me a topic and I will blab on about it. Oh gosh, I heard the new Harry Potter was terrible. What is going on here? Oh, I've got the wrong brush. Yeah, I don't know any bad jokes. I don't know any jokes. That's the problem. I'm not like whoa, uh-oh. I'm not a comedian. I don't have a repertoire of jokes that are good to go. Mask of Arthur. Oh gosh. Not new Harry Potter, whatever it's called, Fantastic Beasts. My gosh, I've heard it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I don't wanna spoil anything. Oh gosh, I need to be careful there actually. I'm taking away water that's actually valuable. Let's just be a little bit careful. Harold Shipman. No, we're not talking about serial killers. Harold Shipman was a serial killer, right? No serial killer chit chat. We talk about serial killers too much, and it's just not appropriate. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try and avoid any spoilers, but so let me see. I haven't seen it, but I do not intend to see this movie. So a big thing that I heard was that it's very convoluted, which is a big problem. That means by that I mean it's the plot is quite hard to follow and quite disconnected. Apparently, it all takes place over the course of about one day. Probably one of the big issues is the relevance of real-world themes to the movie. So those things are just not really touched on in convex consex. Those things are not really touched on in the previous Harry Potter movies, rightly so. Like, they just don't deal with the issue of how the Muggle world and the Wizarding world relate to one another. Which, I mean, is fine. It's one way of kind of handling it. I mean, we do kind of get an introduction to it with, like, the treatment of the Muggle world and Muggle weapons is when Hagrid bends Dursley's gun. That's about it, really, in terms of treatment of Muggle affairs in the Harry Potter universe. But yes, so Grindelwald, how to put this? Grindelwald wants to avoid World War II. It's not that big a spoiler. In fact, it's not really a spoiler. So Grindelwald is actually cast in the role of a good guy. So very odd, very, very odd. Well, not a good guy, but a misled good guy. Remember when Voldemort wanted to stop 9/11? Like, I thought. Let me think. I don't know. I really enjoyed a lot of them. I can't say Order of the Phoenix was my favourite one because I remember I got about this far through it, about 25% of the way through it, and then it laid on my bedside table for months and months and months open and was permanently disfigured because of it. So clearly it can't have been that that entertaining a book because I didn't manage to even kind of finish it. Oh, I made a mistake, clearly. Alright, let's try that again. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, something's gone wrong. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see if we can get it to work now. No, I mean, Grindelwald in the, as I say, in the movie, I'm not saying he's a good guy, but you know, his to touch on real world themes as if they're kind of important to the Harry Potter universe is very, very odd. What? I don't know what's happening. Oh, there we go. It worked now. No, I mean that's exactly the notion that they were trying to capture, as I understand it. Is that people can do terrible things for the right reasons, for good reasons. Like people can be misled, and I mean, now I'm not saying Grindelwald or Hitler were good people, but good people supported Hitler by being misled. They you know, people who were not you know, not everybody in Nazi Germany was evil, for example. But people were misled, and I think that's kind of what they were trying to touch on. They were trying to go for this kind of big grand theme, but yeah, very dangerous. This texture pack is the new default texture pack. I can't remember where I downloaded it. I think it came from some official source. The water will come in soon. Well, I mean, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be siding with old Adolf here, but I mean, he wasn't. I'm not gonna defend Adolf Hitler, but as I say, this notion, I mean, basically what comes up in the new Fantastic Beasts movie is this notion that the powerful should rule the weak because the weak are incapable of governing themselves, which is a topic that has come up many times. But again, it's very tone deaf for a Harry Potter movie. Like, it's not right. A very, very odd choice. BR cylinder gravel 3 mask air. Well, I mean, I don't think anybody sees himself as evil, Cookie. It's not to say that people are not evil, but you know, with the exception of perhaps of some serial killers, people usually are not like, I am evil, I want to do evil thing. Like, people usually, when they do something bad that other people perceive as bad, they may not perceive it as bad themselves. In fact, usually people won't do things that they perceive as bad because them thinking something is bad is enough reason not to do it. We're having a seriously tricky discussion. I'm talking about the new Fantastic Beasts movie and why I think it's a major colossal fuck up, to put it politely. Okay, well, okay, maybe I'm just a good person, but, I mean, I usually don't do bad things, if I know that they're bad. I mean, it depends on the degree of badness. I mean, like, for example, I'm not going to go out and murder people, partially because that would make me feel bad, but the fact that I would feel bad probably is an indication that, you know, it's I perceive it as a bad thing to murder people. What do you want me to? All right, what country should we talk about? Like, let's go. Let's talk about. I don't know too much about many countries, to be honest. I could talk about South Korea. I spent some time in South Korea. That's a crazy country. They do lots of crazy stuff in South Korea. It's it's a very non-normal country by Western standards. Oh, what's going on in Ireland? I don't know anything about Ireland either, really. They keep calling referendums that have good results. Like, they had a referendum for abortion, and it was good, and then they had a referendum for Georgia. Let's talk about Georgia. In Georgia, I don't know what happens in the Georgia, but it could be corn. There's corn in Georgia. Corn? What happens in Russia? Alright, actually, hold on. Am I done here? I need to fill this area in the middle here. Let's do that real quick. Using a better technique than just freaking filling by hand. So I'm gonna go to the top. Oh, there's been the Russians seized some Ukrainian ships, didn't they? So there's been some unrest there. It comes just as the G20 is about to happen, so I think perhaps Russia is trying to flex their muscles deliberately to kind of create tension at the G20 to remind people that they are significant, perhaps. Seems like maybe what's happening. Not good news anyway. Kinda bad, in my opinion. Don't like it. Russia's... I mean, it's Putin. It's all Putin. Let's not point the finger at the general public, but they are not behaving themselves recently. Corn hub. What are you saying? Corn. I don't... What? Why are you saying that, Cookie? Putin is bad. He does bad things, and he's a bad man. I had a realization, actually. It was a while back, but so Putin said on camera, on record, once a KGB man, always a KGB man, is what he said. Now, Putin was in the KGB. So, this tells us that the Russian premiership is under the control of a member of the KGB, i.e. the KGB controls Russia. This is what this statement by Putin tells us. And at the same time, we had Donald Trump becoming the president of the USA, and Donald Trump is kind of a big representative of kind of big business, and particularly the kind of American ruling class. That is the Bushes and the Clintons and the what have you. Alright, I'm going to take a blend ball here, and that should kind of resolve this issue, and then we'll be good. And so what we'd all suspected, really, that Russia was run by the KGB. Like, this has been kind of a suspicion that people have been quietly holding or publicly holding. But we never had an obvious and outward statement of that until then. And again, America controlled by this kind of ruling class of wealthy businessmen. We never had such an open statement of it until literally Donald Trump was elected. So we literally have in the world a Russia controlled by the Secret Service and a America controlled by big business. It's like the core of the world was revealed, and it was shown to be fully rotten, really. Kind kind of gross. Alrighty, so I kind of want to do something with this. So this is actually, is this just below the water level? I think it is, yeah, this is just below the water level. So I'm just going to take some cylinders on this. Yeah. I should probably give this a block, shouldn't I? Mask stone. So I'm just eroding this top level a little bit. Cookie knows the right buttons to push when it comes to Theresa May. Yeah, I mean, I think we're in an interesting time period. Previously, the world had been a lot more closed off, and while people had been, while the world had been, you know, secretly being kind of manipulated in unseen ways, it's now very much more public with the internet. And like, for example, the Salisbury poisoning, the spies being publicly shown on TV. Crazy! Like, that would never have happened 50 years ago. They would never have acknowledged that there were even spies operating. So the fact that that's all kind of happened in the public eye is really quite interesting. Definitely an interesting time to be alive. I don't think anyone blocked you. Yeah. What is the EU? To be fair, children and people might have been interested. Someone has to. You have to find out sooner or later what the EU is. And I just want to recolor this. Do I have the right brush? Yes, I do. Nice. And cool. So I'm gonna go for another cylinder of oh no, you flagged the video. Oh no. I guess it pains me, but I guess you can just block Chanda. Sorry, but let's go here. Now, don't get too power mad, Cookie. We must be nice. Be our cylinder. So going for a cylinder brush, and I'm gonna go for a 3010 maybe. And I actually need to make this granite. Okay, that's kind of big. Slightly larger, maybe. I kind of want to blend this into the rest, kind of the edge over here. Yeah. So like this. And we're going to have a different kind of erosion here, I suppose, because it's not going to be in the water in the same way. tea cookies. What kind of tea do you have? I've got water, like a plebeian, a tealess commoner. Some kind of a tealess plebeian. Ugh. Ugh. Alrighty, so I'm trying to figure out how I wanna erode this. Let's maybe use a lift brush. Is it orange pico? I think that's what you had before, isn't it? I already had my tea this morning, actually. So I'm not too worried about it. Oh. Good morning, Salam alaikum. That's it. There is tea in England. We've plenty of tea in England. Oh, do you mean me having no tea and being in the country of England? Oh, ha 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 ha. Funny, funny. You guys seem a lot more hung up about that than we are. We only hear about it from you guys, so... I was musing yesterday about what would happen had the US revolution failed. I don't know if it would have been particularly good, but I think we would have had a very different world to the one we have today. Okay, he is going for it. There's no need to... don't ban him or anything, Cookie. He's fine to just stay there unless he starts to spam. Good morning, Bowcraft. And just gonna do a little bit of erosion on here. Trying to keep these kind of pointy effects going on. Well, I was just kind of wondering about so how it would have affected the politics in the world, because so World War I probably wouldn't have happened. Or if it had happened, it would have been a lot shorter because, of course, the US was very, very late to the party on that one. And the same for World War II, really. So hard to say, really. This is a mess. We've made a mess. BBB. No, not a ball brush. Okay. Just gonna smooth this out a little bit because it is a mess. That's what it is. Uh-huh. And no, I'm playing on my own server here. You think there would have been a second revolution, perhaps? And you griefed it. Okay. Bear in mind, that you are presently the trusted moderator of this server. Of this chat room, so you may want to think about what you're going to say. So I'm looking for a... What am I trying to do here? Sphere. Mask stone. And we're just gonna... It's a private server, it's just me on the server. Oh, sure. No, I agree. There's a big time gap, but many of the other colonies did not rebel in the same way. So we'd be looking at history where perhaps what maybe if the Revolutionary War had failed, maybe the US might have been included in the UK government, in which case we might have had all of the Commonwealth in the UK government. We could have had a really different world, potentially. We could have had a worldwide parliament, perhaps, which would have been interesting. The texture pack it's the new default one. It's not currently available. It is available, but it's not currently the default. But it will be the default at some point, allegedly. You can download it somewhere. I don't know where exactly you get it, but make Apple its own country. Cookie is just trolling, as usual, and we can't even ban him, so sad times. There's a lot of, well, I mean, the French would have probably lost. I don't know too much of the American history, to be honest. I don't know a lot of the finer details, but I imagine the French would have lost all control of the US, probably. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting questions. I mean, the U.S. history in a lot of ways has had a lot of impact on certainly a lot of the places they colonized. You know, Hawaii, for example, is obviously not very important, but oh wow, there's a lot of water. Hawaii's not like a very big country, but I imagine Hawaii may still have been free. Who knows? Maybe Britain would have colonized it instead. Hard to say, but I mean stuff like Alaska, for example, wouldn't have needed to be purchased from Canada because, of course, it would still have been part of the same country. Who knows? There's all kinds of interesting questions, I suppose. An interesting thing actually was I've just realised we've got the wrong brush. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I learned during World War II, France and England were very, very close to merging, actually. After the French had been defeated, there was a suggestion amongst the exiled government that they might become part of, that they might basically merge with England for the time being until the Germans were defeated, and so that the armies would be one, and that until further notice, England and Britain would become one country. England and France would become one country. Actually, it wasn't before. It was as they were being defeated, and then someone famously they said, "We'd rather be a Nazi province than an English colony," and then that's exactly what happened. So that was kind of unfortunate for them. Ah, what just happened there? 25 blocks replaced. Oh, I see. I know what happened. I'm just really messing this up, huh? There was also a separate suggestion at one point for the merging of India with Britain, which was one of the two solutions put forward for the Indian descent in World War I. Either India becomes part of Britain or India gets independence. So we were fair. Maybe it's unrealistic to think it may have happened, but I don't know. It was on the cards that we could have had a Britain, France, and Indian country, which would have been phenomenally powerful. Instead, what we have is three kind of useless countries. Not useless. That's unfair. Countries are never useless, but weak. A lot weaker than they could have been had they been together. I mean, France is kind of weak nowadays. They don't really have any strength left. Britain's pretty weak, and India obviously up and coming, but yeah, I don't know. Just kind of interesting. Well, the French didn't really surrender, to be fair. I mean, they did, but I mean, they surrendered at the point where they had no chance. Like, there was nothing left to surrender. They'd been defeated already. But yeah, at the point when the French surrendered, it was over. They had no hope. It wasn't like they surrendered immediately. Hello. So, let's have a look what we have now. It's kind of cool, I think. It's not rendering everything for some reason, but let's crank the view distance up, screw it. Let's see if we can kind of view this. F3 and A. What does F3 and A do? Oh, it's reload, is it? Nasty, nasty, nasty cliffs. Here they are, the nasty, nasty cliffs. Stupid fat hobbit. Hello, Manuel, the beautiful whale. So, obviously we still have more to be done. Up here. Nasty, nasty, nasty Theresa May. Oh gosh, Theresa May gets a lot of shit, to be fair. She deserves it, but I mean, what we could have done is had a we could have had a civil disobedience from the government just to refuse to do Brexit. Just be like, well, no one will lead Brexit, so I guess we're not doing it. It looks nice. Ah, okay. I will remember that next time. Maybe I should try Alt F4 as well. Will that work? So, yeah, more stuff to do here, but what? I mean, maybe I could do another big rock. Yeah, let's go for another big rock just to kind of terminate this with. So here's what I'm going to do. Pause one. Pause one. Oh. Pause two. Set stone. Big rock. Maybe too big. Arguably too big. Cut. Rotate. 10, 15, 20. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, no, it looks really nice. The water with. Oh gosh, what just happened? Where is it? It's gone. Where did it go? Ah, here we go. Alright, so let's plant it in there. Okay, not there. How about there? Aha! Perfect. And Let's do another rotation here. And we'll try another paste. I'm basically using this as kind of a crutch just to end this, terminate this area with. And we'll do one more rotation, and we'll try another paste over here. Let's undo that, and we'll paste it here instead. Yes. And maybe we can do one more rotation. We'll paste it here. Oops. Paste it kind of in there. Boom. Cool. Yes. There's nothing in the end. The end is empty. I'll tell you that much. Is this Drayton? Is this song? I see what you mean though. It got great. I think C418 does a great play with. Also, yeah, hand pans is good. I agreed. Is it a hang drum, or is that the same as a hand pan? It sounds like a hang drum to me. Oh gosh, we're nearly over here. We're nearly over to the horrible area. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it a day at that. Actually, let's have a quick tour. This is the area we've kind of worked on just the past week or so. I do quite like it. Yeah, I think it's really kind of cool and different than the others. Certainly using some new techniques, which is nice. The old mountain. First mountain we built. Yeah, I think that's a hang drum. I think it's the same thing. Same instrument. So here is this beach. Took me a long time to build that. The beach looks really cool with the water, doesn't it? The like the layers of water looks really nice. It was actually over here when I put the water in here for the first time that I knew this build was going to be freaking awesome. In fact, this wasn't how I intended to build it at all. It was supposed to be a it was going to be kind of a, I was imagining kind of a high fantasy kind of England or something, like a big, nice, broad valley, and then I put the water in, it looked tropical, and I was like, damn, I know what I'm doing here. It's a tropical island, it turns out. Nice, nice, nice. What? What happened here? Oh. Guess it's okay. Yes. A volcano over here. Kind of outside of loading distance, I think. It does look nice, even if I say so myself. I'm just thinking I might want to, since I'm flying around, I should probably, oh, let's not do that. Pay a little bit of attention to places that need it. Which part? The beach? The volcano? Not the volcano. Maybe it was the beach. Ah, yes. This, damn, it's so big now. Like, really, really big. It's grown a lot. Yeah, volcano's nice. It looks nice at night as well. I kind of want to go to nighttime, but I also don't want to wreck my time lapse, so I'm not going to do that. I could. Oh, I think I've gone too far, have I? Have I unloaded the chunks over there? Oh no, they come back. Alright, let's just wait here for a second. See if we can load those back in, can we? Nope. No, we can't. There we go. Ah, peaceful is how I feel in this area. Nice. I can try using the elytra and firework. We'll see. It's probably... I've got one of my bars, don't I? Oops. Boom, boom. That goes in there. No, it doesn't. Goes in there, maybe. Yep. And then I need to put... I think I've got a bar that has a... Oh gosh, I just saved it. Didn't want to do that. There it is. Whee! Whee! Come on. Load that little area there. Whoosh! Haha. Oops. Can I get into third person, maybe? Nope. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. Whee! It really doesn't show much more. In fact, it shows less, I think. Oh! No. See my ugly character face. Oh. Going out of bounds. Whoa. No. Is this Strad? I don't know. I don't know the names. You guys probably know the names. Whoa, I've had the skin for so long. I'm not sure if I'm willing to change my skin. Oh, we're going around the back here. I'm changing it. Turn around. I mean, you could try. You could try and modify my skin. I might accept a small modification if you want to do that. You want to make some tasteful update, perhaps. But I'm probably not going to do a complete overhaul. Whee. Well, I think that'll probably do for now. We clearly unloaded all of this area. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you next time, when I will continue work on, let's get rid of that selection, this area here, I think, or maybe I'll just kind of finish it off, or I don't know. I guess we're going this way around the coast now, so maybe I'll just kind of keep going around the coast this way. Alright, have a good day, everyone. And thanks for watching. Bye 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 bye. Bye. That's all, folks.